Jeff Lutz and Ryan Martin. We're at the Summit Piston Power Show. We're on day 3. It's been great. Had a bunch of people here. 50, 60,000. Guys, how's it been?
Yeah, I would say probably every bit of 50, 60,000. Yeah, it's 2022. We're here at the Piston Power Show in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
They're right down the street from Jeff's hometown.
Yes. 2 hours away.
2 hours for you, 15 hours for me.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I know, because usually it's the other way around, huh?
Yeah. yes.
No, it's we had a good time here.
Amazing.
Like, I forget how many fans we have in Ohio. You know, everybody's been to Norwalk or National Trail, and everybody comes to come see us again and buy shirts again, and we just appreciate it very much. But if you guys are in the area and you haven't been to this show, they'll have it again next year. This is an awesome show, so you should come back out and check it out.
It's been amazing. Apparel sales, you guys, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So guys, dang near everything.
Where are we headed next, guys?
Oh yeah.
You're on a tight schedule now.
We are headed to West Palm Beach.
Yeah, West Palm Beach for No Prep Kings. It is Sunday. I'm getting ready to jump on a plane here and haul ass home. And we're going to leave, well, you're going to go home.
Yeah, you get to go west.
Yeah.
I get to go south.
I'm going to go home and gather everything up and head towards MPK on Wednesday morning.
I got to do the same. So Junior's getting everything ready.
Yeah.
And you still loaded up?
I'm loaded up. I think we're good. We're going to put some stuff in the trailer, but other than that, we're in good shape. You're going to test on your way there?
Yes, I'm going to the PDRA over in Galot. We're going to make a hit or two. I think Sean's going to be there. So
I think Sean's going to be there too?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. So thank you all for coming out. It's been amazing.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Appreciate you guys. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good. Do what? Absolutely.
Can you tell me about your cub? I have a cub set and I have a big cub street.
Yeah?
It's a county as a cub too.
That's cool. What color's your cup?
Yellow and white.
Yellow and white?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's all we asked Santa Claus for. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a new engine boy.
Do you have a picture? No, you don't have a picture?
I do.
You do? You think you might? Maybe Dad has it?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's hiding.
You say it needs a new motor?
Santa Claus brought him a new motor for it. But it's weak.
That's cool.
Even got the factory snowblower and everything
Yeah,
for it.
that's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. All right. See you, bud. Big long line, lots of people here. Out in the parking lot's crazy. So, yeah, that's cool. I've done this the second time I've ever done this, and it wasn't this big last time, but it was big. It's been good every time. They said they may have 60,000 people here.
Wow. I'll tell you what, we waited an hour in line to get in.
That's what I know.
It was
like
horrible.
this morning. Wild, the line.
But today, you know, it feels it.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah. Good to see you guys, though. I just wanted to at least come say hi.
Yep.
Sort of walk around for a minute, but get a chance to conversate. Okay. Good to see y'all. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Right, Mark.
Ultimate.
Yeah, you seen
Yeah, and I appreciate. I think y'all put in a good word for me or something. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
I'll
You guys doing
check
okay? Yeah, good. Good. Been a pretty good show. A lot of people here, huh?
I'm telling you what, you know, it's I think it's something to do with nobody being at car shows. COVID and
I
everything.
think you're right.
Yesterday was okay.
Right. Yeah.
This is over the top.
This has been wild. Yeah.
We've been up on top of the trailer,
Just
bird's
watching.
eye view, just looking around.
That's probably a pretty cool view.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a couple cool rides here. Is this one? This is Asians, isn't it? Yeah. I haven't got to see this.
Yeah, it's his first car.
Yeah, I knew that, but I hadn't got to see it since y'all. You guys pretty much did everything.
We did everything. He wanted roll cage and a 4-link. And we did it all.
That's cool. And back seats, huh?
Yeah. I bring along the roll cage. I said, hey man, I think you sit in those front seats. I can get the right For sure.
It's pretty. Like I said, I haven't got to see it since y'all finished it. Very nice.
You know Sammy Malou? He's a stunt guy.
Yeah.
He worked with the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Did a lot of that stuff with those guys. He built the engine. Sent it to
That's
us.
cool.
We put it all in.
Heck yeah.
He had no idea we put this car together.
Yeah, I heard that. I kind of watched the episode where
Delivered it to him.
yeah,
He
well,
came
that was
and-
cool.
Yeah, we turned it into our place.
Yeah, that's wild. Who set it up? I didn't catch this part. Who set it up? Did Farm Truck set it up?
So I made a fake Craigslist post.
Okay.
I got an old carts wagon that
Yeah.
I got sitting off in the woods.
Yeah.
So I made a fake Craigslist ad that I wanted to get rid of Grandpa's car.
Yeah.
Maybe I would trade for a C10, that
Right.
kind of thing. Because I knew they have all them trucks.
Sure.
So then farm trucks like Asian, we go up to Norwalk in Ohio. We got to leave a little bit early. We're going to go check out this wagon. You know,
Yeah.
we're going to put diesel in it, this and that. And he
Right.
wants to trade for a C10. So they brought this truck with them, you know, and just hook, line, and sinker. We
Yeah.
never figured it out, you know.
That's awesome.
Because we picked the car up. He never came to us.
Right.
So when they pulled into our place, he had no idea where he was at.
I bet he was blown away.
Yeah, he had no idea.
Couldn't imagine.
It was sweet.
Well, it's cool. Y'all did a good job on that. For sure.
So what do you guys got going on with the Chevelle? What's that all about? It's a Chevelle, right?
Yeah, it is so we're doing a small tire show called Industry.
Okay.
I don't know why that's the name of it. It's not relative to anything, but that's the name of it. Myself, Murder Nova, JJ the Boss, Kai Kelly, all building cars.
Okay.
This is a different take on Street Outlaws. It's a build show first and racing at the very end.
Okay.
So let's say it's 15 episodes. 12 of it will be dedicated to the build, and a couple will be dedicated to the race. So that we came up with a set of rules. We said small tire, full interior, drive at 50 miles, pretty much any suspension goes, full frame cars. That was kind of the deal.
Okay.
I kind of took the opportunity to build my dream car. But I love I got a bunch of LT stuff,
Okay.
LT4, LT1, and I said, man, I think it would be cool. A 10-speed to LT4, so that's sweet.
What are you doing front suspension?
Right now, it's got some QA1 stuff on it.
Okay.
It's all, what I wanted to do, and I don't even know if this is the right move or not, but what I would have liked to have done was to put there's a couple companies that are hard to get, but I think UMI, there's 2 or 3 in Bell West that make like an extension for a coilover.
Okay.
So you cut the little spring pocket out of the top.
Like
It's got a little tower. Yeah.
Speed tech. Calls it
Yes.
chicane system.
Chicane. Yes, you're exactly right.
So what do you have for spindles?
I'll be 100% transparent. I don't know. Let me tell you the story of the car. I wanted a nice car that looked like this, but I wanted to put my own drivetrain touch to it because I didn't want to do a complete restoration because the build show didn't allow us time for that. So I found a car. It was super nice. It already had, though, a bunch of B&R stuff on it.
Okay.
It was low for sure, but I don't know what I don't know if they were like 2-inch lowering spindles. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure. I'm not married to the front suspension that's on it. If I'm to be honest, I don't love it because the way that we did it the QA1 coilover mount, and it uses the bottom. It uses the spring perch still and a big fat beehive style spring.
I got you. It's a factory style bolt-in. It's an easy deal.
It's an easy deal. Yeah. It was better than what we had because it just had a BMR spring and a Bilstein shock on the front.
Okay.
Because we are going to street race it a little bit, I wanted something that'll give us a little bit, that we could change and play around with spring rates and such. I personally think it needs more travel.
Okay. So that takes me to something else.
Okay.
I don't know how much time you got.
Yeah, that's okay.
A good buddy of mine was racing an 84 Oldsmobile
Okay.
stock front end.
Okay.
The same scenario. He had antiquated shocks,
Yep.
guy drag shock kind of thing.
Yep.
I don't know who your sponsors are. I gave him, and it's something for you to think about.
Yep.
I sponsored him with a set of Viking coilers, a Viking dealer.
Yep.
The drag race valve setup.
Yeah.
Made gave him a lighter weight spring.
Yeah.
And then we also gave him the same stuff on the rear.
Yeah.
He could not believe. He said that car is a completely different car.
Oh, I'm sure.
He went running rounds and consistent. The front end and planted the tires like, but it was working like it was supposed to.
For sure.
And it's just a matter of what you have on there
Yeah.
isn't really set up for what you're going to do.
No doubt. So I'll tell you, how, like for us, when we go to build something or whatever, I'm very fortunate that I've had really good relationships all over the board with everybody. What that means is sand tough. that QA1 even, Penske. So like Jeff was helping me with the fabrication part of the build. Sure. So one morning he calls up Penske and tells Jerry, hey, we need some shocks. So he shoots out a set of shocks in the rear. But he couldn't really figure out what he wanted to do for the front as far as Penske goes. It didn't really work out. I knew a guy at QA1. He sent me all the front stuff, and we just Penske on the back, QA1 on the front. But they've got a drag race style. The way they described it to me was they just came out with, and you may be more familiar with it, but a double adjustable, more like a Penske style front shock. It's a nice looking piece. And they're trying to kind of use it as their flagship shock for drag racing.
Yeah.
Know anything about it? I haven't got to run the car yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I'm not married to anything.
Didn't make it far.
I didn't. I made it right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
And so we're talking about the shocks and struts and all that type of stuff. So anyway, I'm not married to anything. But that's what we did so far.
If you think you want to change spindles, I have a spindle that might work for you.
Okay.
It's what we make for our Nova front ends. I designed them so that I can use them on the 68 to 74 Nova, the 67 to 69 Camaro.
Okay.
It's all made that way.
Yeah.
A lot of guys need to have a lot of negative camber.
Yeah.
You're doing more drag racing kind of
It
stuff.
will be, yeah.
The kingpin angle on these early Novas is 3 degrees less than the 68 to 70. It's less. So I can take that spindle, hold on a 68 Camaro, and you immediately have 3 degrees less negative camber.
Yeah, which would be better.
1 inch drop.
And you're lower.
And they're lower, and they're designed, they're modular. So we use C7 hub and bearing. They're on this front end right here.
Yeah.
C7 hub and bearing, and they're set up for C5, C6 brakes. So you can either go to the parts store bolt on, or or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then you can use the 98.
This is it here.
Those are it right there. 98 to 2002 Camaro brakes.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is what people put on the front.
Yeah.
This is what he has on his front. He don't have the spindles. So this ball joint is the same as the Chevelle. The upper ball joint, same as Chevelle.
Wow.
So mine, for the Novas, I use a screw-in ball joint. So when the guy wants to use them spindles from us, and he has mine, all I do is I sell him the bigger ball joint for the ball joint. But this will bolt up. It's a 5/16. Take that back. It's going to be a 3/4 inch track 5/16 reduction.
Really?
So it pulls the wheels in. That's
I like the idea of pulling the wheels in.
Yes, it pulls the wheels in. This bracket is modular. The spindle can go on either side. You can bolt this bracket on whichever way. You can be on the front or the back.
That's cool.
So that'll bolt on the like I said, C5, C7 Corvette brakes, or Camaro. This is the Camaro setup over here. So this is the 98 to 2002 Camaro. That's a power stop setup. But you can go to the parts store and just buy the rotor, buy the calipers, and they bolt right onto the bracket.
Yeah, with a double adjustable Viking on it.
That's
And the
the
Viking
double
guys
adjustable
are good to me too. They sent me some stuff for my truck that I use that works great. And I know I'm lucky to be in this position, but I've worked with so many companies.
Yeah.
I didn't know who to pick. You know what I mean?
I picked them. I needed somebody that was American made and somebody that was willing to work with me with the early Nova.
Yeah.
And they were more than happy to develop the B-type spring.
Yeah.
Come up with the T-bar. I had developed the T-bar for them on the upper arm.
Yeah.
Fit the stock Nova.
Right.
They had no problems with that. The cool thing is, I had another manufacturer's shocks we used originally on Asian's one. It just didn't work. I mean, it was supposed to, but it just didn't. So I called Chris up at Viking. I said, Chris, I need to put something on Asian's car. It's all drag racing.
Right.
We got drag race double adjustables in the rear and in the front.
Yeah.
My goodness, that thing booked. And it just flat right out of the box.
Yeah.
I just kind of guessed where the settings would be. And I'm like,
It just worked.
Yeah, it worked.
That's
Even
cool.
driving down the road as a drag setup, I'm driving down the road and it's like,
Yeah.
it's nice. But that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah, that's nice. Very nice.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. Yeah, that's cool.
It's a good looking piece.
Makes me think like why you couldn't, even with us using the stock frame rail.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of do something like that.
That's kind of what Speed Tech has done.
Yeah.
They call it the chicane. It's you cut the top out
Yeah.
and it's got these brackets. They go
See,
on
but
there.
which I have
And it
that
makes a true
finally,
coilover like that.
no doubt. But they tell me that they don't make that chicane. That's what they've told. They've told me 69 Camaro.
Okay.
That's what they've told me. So that's why I went with UMI. Has the same exact thing. And then I found UMI originally told us they didn't have one. Richard ended up talking to the guys, and they just popped in overnight one day. Well, I had already found something on eBay that was similar, and I grabbed it, ordered it in. Well, it came in right before I came here. We've got the whole front end on the car, but we just haven't. Now we have some options, you know. So I don't know. We'll see.
We got a lot of options, no time.
Yeah, that's exactly the deal. Yeah, I mean,
too many options, really.
They wanted us to have the car done. Right now, where we have it, we finally have the body, all the drivetrains in it. We would put a tunnel in the car, mini tub the car, and it's beautiful. It's turned out fantastic. But hell, that thing's still got a month left. If we didn't have anything else to do, we got a month left to put it together and no time to do it. Just kills me. So, and you know, we filmed a lot, but they don't understand. So like JJ's version of building a car is pull a motor out, put a motor in. He built the car.
Yeah.
I want to build a car. You know, Sean, he took a totally different approach. So 26s, but LS turbo 400. Single turbo. It's actually pretty damn cool, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've seen some of them like that.
His little he's gonna make 1,500 horsepower with it, you know. So him and I are about in the same position. He might be a little bit ahead of me, but you know the other two got Kai and JJ. They just pulled the motor out, put a motor in, and said, "Oh, we built a car."
Yeah, a little different mindset, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
if it comes down to, now again, these are not a tall spindle; they're a stock height spindle.
Yep.
My approach with that, with the Camaros and the Novas, was to use a taller ball joint.
For sure.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Use a taller ball joint, but it's billet aluminum.
Yeah. No, it's very
You
nice.
got options to Corvette hulk.
Yeah.
You know, and you can push those studs. Obviously, they come from GM, is where I get their metric, but you can pop them out. It's
Put anything in there. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you thought you wanted something like that for your build, I'll send it your way.
Okay. Let me make sure I never take anything that I don't, that we're not going to try to use.
Yeah.
Let me see where it goes.
We don't want to sit
Yeah.
there, but put that in your back pocket.
For sure.
If you need that as an option.
Yeah.
That's the next step for these. We know they work on the Novas.
Yeah.
The next step we're going to step into.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. You guys are around here, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Hour east of here.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Well, we're gonna make a game plan of some things. I think I'm gonna have somebody wire on that car while I'm gone.
Okay.
Because they don't really care to show that part of the build anyway. So I'm gonna have somebody wire on that car while I'm gone, and then maybe when I get back, it'll be close to firing, and at that point in time, I'll be starting to probably do a little testing. We'll see how this all works for us.
Absolutely.
And I don't care if even personally, even after the show, if it was a better setup, we might still talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd still,
just, just to get some feedback. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
I own a ton of Novas.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's
So this looks pretty too.
This was built at the same time Asian was built.
I would, sure. Thank you very much.
The same thing like you're building something that's a badass and it's a driver.
Yeah.
That's what they do. It's been on 2 power cores. I mean, it's been through everything.
That's what I want to do, is that type of stuff. Like, I'm going to try to, I don't know if they'll do it or not, but I'm going to try to get them to buy a show where a few of us roll from Oklahoma to Santa Monica on Route 66.
Yeah.
Tell me how cool that would be.
Yeah, very cool.
All the stops along the way and everything. We'll see what happens, but I mean, that's what I want to do with that car, you know?
Absolutely. Air conditioning, the whole 9 yards.
Yes, air conditioning, power steering. And I tried to do everything right. I did a rack in it. You know, it's got a UMI. It's a racket pinion instead of a gearbox. You know, so there's 2 things that I'm not happy with on it, and it's stuff that I hate being rushed on a project. I don't love the way the rear end. All the rear end stuff turned out. I'm picky. I wanted to run tailpipes on it still.
Yes.
And still have an anti-roll bar.
Okay.
It's really hard, right?
I chose a triangulated 4-link because
Maybe would have been better.
But we got 3-inch exhaust system.
Yeah.
Stainless works.
Yeah.
You know, I use both stainless works and ultimate
for sure.
3-inch
I just say,
exhaust,
yeah.
right up over the tailpipes.
Yeah.
You can't see it on this car, but they come out where they're supposed to. Same with Asians. It comes out where it's supposed
this
to.
looks beautiful.
Yeah. It's my son.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And that's this front end's in there.
Yeah. It's too nice. I don't want to sit in it.
Yeah, it's been two power tours.
That's nice. Just the interior stuff's nice. What seats are these? Yeah. Dakota Digital.
Yeah.
Are those? Yeah. Oh, that's great. But have you put a bunch of miles on it?
Yeah.
What's that?
Put like
The whole off?
You built the car, sent it to Corona, California. That they installed everything.
Golly,
and
how
you can
cool.
mail order all this.
How cool is that though? Being
Right.
able to send that, let them build it off of this.
Yeah. And that's the idea. You're supposed to be able to just call them up and say, hey, we want this for this year Nova, and they have it.
That's beautiful. Well, this is the type of finished product I want when I'm done. So
Yeah. Well, and that's their first lab on.
very, very nice. Y'all did a killer job.
Thank you, man.
Good job for sure. Is that a factory bench car? In the rear?
Original,
In the rear?
yes.
Yeah. That looks better.
Yeah, at SEMA, they didn't have the bucket seats.
Yeah.
So they reupholstered the factory bench
Oh,
rear
yeah.
to match that. And then after the show, it went back to them and they finished the back seat.
Yeah.
Put that in for us.
That's cool. That looks good. Yeah, y'all killed it. It looks good. This has a good stance and everything.
It's a driver. But
Yeah.
I get what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
About that, you know.
Yeah. I think it'll be cool, and like, I think the show originally was like they wanted us to build to where we were going to race each other, but I said, you know, I told them, like, producers, I said, look, I want the chance to build my dream car, and I think people are going to follow it better than.
They absolutely. They can
That's
relate
what-
to it.
they can
Because
relate to it.
You're going to go through things that they're going to go through.
That's right.
You know, I mean,
And it may not, when we race them, we're not going to win. I don't even care if it gets last place, but it's going to make 1,200 horsepower. You know what I mean?
that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is you can drive it to the track.
Yeah.
Go have some fun and
That's
drive
right.
it away. You know, that's
Thank you guys.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate you guys. Love it. Having a great
We
day.
appreciate you guys watching.
Love to see y'all in one spot.
Yeah.
And we'll see you coming up September and June.
All right. See you in
Thank you.
Norwalk. Yeah. So that's cool, man. What? Just because I can see them through here. What hinges are those?
Yeah, I just.
Eddie Motorsports.
Yeah. Okay.
What are they doing here?
Yeah.
Eddie Motorsports. I use Pace Performance for all the GM connected crew stuff.
Yeah.
Front engine accessories are in the small
Yeah.
tools of that. So you're going turbo?
Nope. Using a 2650 Edelbrock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have a 17 CTSV that, I mean, kind of unintentionally, but I've had it for several years. And it's 416, ported heads, 2650. We just finished that and made 1100 tires. And this is almost the exact same setup except for we used a little bit better block on this one. I went with LME for the motor, and they did a cylinder head that they just a 6-bolt LTX Edelbrock head. That's like they flow like 4 something. Anyway, the motor without the blower on it made 7. What motor made LME? I forget already. 670. 670.
Nice.
Sorry, 670. Just on the motor. So I think we have potential to make.
Did you talk about the 2-inch headers over there?
We did a little bit,
Okay.
and he showed me some of his stuff. And right now he's an inch and 7/8, and of course 2 inch would be way better. And he said we're going to work into that. So I'm thinking maybe one of those type of deals we need to get this car up for the show. And truthfully, what's it going to kill me? 20-30 horsepower maybe. So
He just made some for us.
that's awesome.
2-inch.
That's awesome. Here's the deal. He helped me so much to get that thing done, and I screwed him around unintentionally because we didn't know. So he sent me a set of headers. He's like, these will fit great. We put them on. They're like this in the car, like the collectors are. So I call him and I'm like, I appreciate this, and I mean, man, what else can I say? But I got to be honest with you. This is what we were fighting with the other set of headers. He's like, man, it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, okay, I get it. He's like, well, how far off is it? I told him. He said, okay, I'm going to fix one side. I'm going to send you one side. So he sends me one side. We put it on. It's better. And then we start looking. We can't get spark plugs out. It's covering all the holes. None of this is his fault. So I start thinking to myself, there's no way he left this thing 2 times. I got something else going on. So I call him Brian. Man, I said, Brian, this Edelbrock heads. What's the story on? He goes, oh, yeah, no, that's the spark plugs straightened up in that, and the exhaust ports are staggered 1.5 inches. And so I had to call Jim and go, hey, man, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I did not know this. But we basically said, okay, the passenger side header fits perfect. but the driver's side header is the one that's giving us all the problems. So here's what I needed to do. We took pictures. So what I ended up doing is calling Brian, telling me, overnight the cylinder head to Jim. Jim bolted that on, and then went off my measurements, made the header.
He's cool.
Yeah.
The nice thing is he'll have all that in CAD.
Yes.
You need to make a small change. You can make a small change.
Yeah.
You know, you've probably worked with some other people
That don't do that, for sure.
And I've been on them about that.
So I want a 2-inch header for it, but I'm afraid to ask him because I have like put him through a ringer on that header now.
He's
So-
got the Nova 2-inch ones. We mocked them up. We've been going back and forth. We finally got the final product.
Yeah.
And I've got, he sent me 5 and then 5 right out the door.
That's
10
cool.
more got to work right out the
Man,
gate.
that's cool.
And they're
LS stuff.
Yeah, LSX. It'll fit the LS well.
Yeah.
Because you got to make sure it fits that extra head bolt. Otherwise,
Sure.
that's a mess.
Yeah.
But another company did that to me. The heads are small builders.
Yeah.
They changed the exhaust, not the exhaust, but they moved the spark plug to the center of the exhaust port and went to a straight plug versus the angle.
Yes.
And I get these customers are buying my headers, and like they don't fit. I'm like, well, they most certainly do fit.
Yeah, they do.
Come to find out, and it's a AFR head.
Yeah.
They got a small runner head, and they wanted to maximize the small runner stuff,
Yeah.
and they moved the location of spark plug.
Yeah.
That
You
much.
might tell people that. And I said that to Brian. I was giving him a hard time because they weren't going to the motor, did a great job. And I said, hey man, like how am I supposed to do this? He goes, well, I told you we were going to put this together. And I said, what can I say? Maybe you did. You probably did. And it's just one thing that I didn't care about.
You got a million other things to think about, right?
But Jim got us fixed, and now we're good. So
Good. Yeah, he's good. They're good to deal with.
Yeah, we went and visited him this morning and took a tour of his place, and he kind of explained to us his situation and everything. And I hope that we're going to make a YouTube video for him and try to get him some exposure.
Yeah. Yeah, good people.
Yeah.
And I dealt with his dad. His dad was not doing so well.
Yep.
His dad was hounding me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went with them a little bit.
Well, he mentioned that you guys put in a good work for me, so I just wanted to stop by and say thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He asked me what he should do, and I said, go for it.
Yeah.
I said, "These guys are good."
Well, I appreciate that very much. We're going to mosey around a little bit. I got some cars to sign and stuff, and I told people I would anyway if I could find them. But I'm going to be right there. So
okay, so if you know how to get a hold of me.
I do. I'll probably get your number before we leave. If you got a card, get him a card for me.
Let me put my cell phone number on.
And are you the one messaging me on?
Yes, that's me. I do all the Instagram, Facebook.
I'll put my phone number on my Instagram. Okay. So you'll have it. If anything comes up that you need to do or want to do or whatever, just let me know. If I can wrap you guys into that build anyway. Either one.
But there's a number for that.
It's supposed to be the Camaro plug. It is.
This might be a real car, but it's been real dull. It does.
No, it doesn't have the badges. Oh man, it does have the badges. I don't know if it's fucking real or not. But it is. Either like it is or worth it.
I used to date this girl, her grandpa was a doctor, and he had one of these, right?
A GNX?
Uh-huh. But it was like,
Yeah. 2 point something.
He's a doctor, man. It's weird. But it was him and his other buddies had. They had what's the second rarest one? This goes this one, and then the one before that one, right? It's the other one.
T-Type?
T-Type.
Are you talking about this Grand National?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a T-Type, Grand National, and a GNX. So Sean's white one is a T-Type.
Yeah.
It's wild.
C7. They just sell them like this, the whole back bumper and everything. They can ship it to you like that.
So I'm like, man, I know she said it was over here somewhere, but I can't find it.
We were clear over there.
I told him 1700. That shows me how he
But you
lives.
pointed over there.
I may not have listened to what you said.
He never goes under that
But,
GTA.
yeah, I'm literally asking, this is why we're walking around, to look for you. But I'm glad we found you. And I had Jeff for a while, but then he just kind of went, I don't know where he went.
Of course he did.
But now that I know where you are, I'll make sure he comes by.
Drag him.
Okay. Well, I forgot, did you want me to pictures or am I signing something?
Pictures.
Okay. Let's do
You
it.
already showed my t-shirt.
Okay, gotcha. Pretty smart.
This is Christopher's car. Hey, he kept his promise to
I
me.
told you I was coming. Well, I didn't know if I was going to make it, though. I was like, I know she said over here somewhere. We walked every aisle looking for you over there. And I no, I'm not kidding. And I kind of gave up, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go see what's over here, and then boom, there you were.
Okay. Yeah, because they said, I know he ain't going to walk right past me. You got one?
All right, guys. I'll get Jeff over here, too, okay?
Thanks.
All right, you bet. No
You
problem.
guys be careful.
You too. Say this is probably the most unique car of the whole show right here. It reminds me of the car that was like on League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I don't think it is, but that's what I thought it was. Wow.
You need to build something like this, Ryan.
That's cool. I don't know what you would ever do with it. Look, it's got like 24 5s on it.
I know, right?
Wow.